Hello, children. We are going to practice solving inequalities today, very similar to how we in chapter 3 solved algebraic equations. So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to fix this right here. I made a mistake. So we're going to just cross it off, and it should say y minus 6 is less than or equal to -7. Okay, so make sure you have that written down, or else you're going to come back to look at your notes and you're going to have no idea what the heck you did. Okay, so this is what it should say. When you're solving an inequality, so now we'll go back over to their example, you do it the same way as you solved an algebraic equation. So I need to isolate my variable or get my x by itself. So in order to do that, I have to undo my subtraction, and I do that by adding 5 to both sides. So then you can see I'm left with only x over here, and x is less than 2. Then I go ahead and I graph my solution the same way I did for the first section of this. Okay, let's try this example. Make sure you include this in your notes. I have bad handwriting, so I'm going to do my work for this problem down here. Okay, so I have y minus 6 is greater than or equal to -7. So I can see here my variable is on this side and I want to get it by itself. I have a -6, so to undo my subtraction I have to add 6 to both sides. Okay, once I've added 6 to both sides, we know that this crosses off and I'm simply left with y on this side. Now on this side, I can see I have a -7 plus +6. So if I was $7 in the hole and then I earned 6 back, I would have only -$1. So since it's a -7 plus a +6, I am left with -1. And you can see right here that I have this equal sign. No, I need to have this sign. So y is less than or equal to -1. Now I would graph this information. So when I graph, I know I look at my -1, that's my starting point, find my -1, then it says y is all numbers that are less than or equal to -1. So I have to go to -1. Are these numbers less or are these numbers less? Well, these ones are smaller than or less than -1. So that is the way my arrow must go, and it is a closed circle because it is less than or equal to, which means it could equal -1 or it has to be smaller. Okay, I'm going to show you guys one more example. Okay, we are going to do the same thing in this example problem, except because it is x plus 14, we are going to undo our addition using subtraction. Okay, so again, I'm going to do this problem over here just so you can see my handwriting. Okay, we have w plus 7 is less than or equal to 4. Okay, so I need to solve for w. So in order to get w by itself, I have to get rid of this plus 7 attached to it. So in order to undo my addition, I have to subtract. Whatever I do to one side, I always do to the other. Okay, so now on this side, I have -7, so that eliminates that, and I'm left with just w. On this side, I have 4 minus 7. Now it's 4 minus 7. So I'm starting with 4, and then I subtract 7. This 7 has a greater absolute value than 4, so I know my number's negative. So 4 minus 7 is -3. So I know that w is less than or equal to -3. And I'm going to go ahead and graph that, and I know that -3 is my starting point. So I go to -3, and then I can see, so I go to -3, and I see that my symbol is less than or equal to, so that means it could equal -3, so I'm going to shade that in. It's a closed circle at -3, and then it says W is less than or equal to, so all the values for W have to be less than -3, so that means my arrow goes this way. Okay, so this is our real life application example. I do want you to read over this and see if you can't on your own figure out how to do this one. If you can't, no big deal. I'm going to come around individually and go through this problem with you just because I think it'll be easier to understand if we can talk about it back and forth. So your notes for 4.2 are done, but try to see if you can't figure out what you would do here using these details, okay?